Good day, everyone. I am Archel G. Austral, Bachelor of Elementary Education student. For today's video, we will talk about social model. We will tackle about its components and usage, the application, and also the education of social model. So what is social model? So social model is a way of viewing the world developed by people with disability. It says that people are disabled by barriers in society, such as buildings not having a ramp or accessible toilets, or people's attitudes, like assuming people with disability can't do certain things. Now let's proceed on social model of disability. So social model of disability is based on a distinction between the terms impairment and disability. So in this model, the word impairment is used to refer to the actual attributes or lack of attributes that affect a person, such as the inability to work or breathe independently. So the word disability is used to refer to the restriction caused by society when it does not give equivalent attention and accommodation to the needs of individuals with impairments. So for example, if a person is unable to climb stairs, the medical model focuses on making the individual physically able to climb stairs. So the social model tries to make a stair climbing unnecessary, such as by making society adapt to their needs and assess them by replacing the stairs with a wheelchair accessible ramp. According to the social model, the person remains impaired with respect to climbing stairs, but the impairment should no longer be considered disabling in that scenario because the person can get to the same location without climbing any stairs. So that's an example of social model of disability. So social model theory. Social model theory was developed in the 1980s by theorists such as Finkelstein in response to the oppression faced by marginalized people within capitalist communities in the United Kingdom. The disabled people movement created organizations such as the Union of the Physically Impaired Against Segregation or UPIAS, giving a voice to an otherwise ostracized group. According to Barnes and Mercer, the social model of disability highlights society's exclusionary stance towards marginalized groups. Now let's proceed on components and usage of social model disability. So it is a fundamental aspect of the social model concerns equality. The struggle for equality is often compared to the struggle of other socially marginalized groups. Equal rights are said to empower people with the ability to make decisions and the opportunity to live life to the fullest. A related phrase often used by disability rights campaigners, as with other social activism, is nothing about us without us. So that is the related phrase which often used by disability rights campaigners. Now let's proceed on the social model of disability focuses on changes required in society. So those following might be in terms of first, attitude. For example, a more positive attitude towards certain mental traits or behaviors, or not underestimating the potential quality of life of those with impairments. Second, social support. So for example, it helps dealing with barriers, resources, aids, or positive discrimination to overcome them. Another example is providing a body to explain work culture for an autistic employee. Third, information. So for example, using suitable formats or levels or coverage explaining issues other may take for Granted. Fourth, physical structures, which buildings with slope, access, and elevators. Fifth, flexible work hours for people with circadian rhythm sleep disorders, or for example, for people who experience anxiety or panic attacks in rush hour traffic. So now let's proceed on social construction of disability. The social construction of disability comes from a paradigm of ideas that suggest that society's belief about a particular community, group, or population are grounded in the power structures inherent in a society at any given time. So these are often steep and historical representations of the issue and social expectations surrounding concepts such as disability, thereby enabling a social construct around what society deems disabled and healthy. Ideas surrounding disability stem from societal attitudes, often connected to who is deserving or undeserving, and deemed productive to society at any given time. Now let's proceed on social models application. Applying the social model of disability can change goals and care plans. For example, with the medical model of disability, the goal may be to help a child acquire typical abilities and to reduce impairment. But with the social model, the goal may be to have a child be included in the normal life of the community, such as attending birthday parties and other social events, regardless of the level of function. In education, it has been suggested that disability education tries to restore the idea of a moral community, one in which the members question what constitutes a good life, reimaging education. See physical and mental conditions as part of a range of abilities, consider that different talents are distributed in different ways, and understand that all talents should be recognized. So in this system, all students would be included in the educational network instead of being set apart as special cases, and it would be acknowledged that all humans have special needs and no one is normal. So you can also visit or see our references on our description below. So that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something new about social model, especially on its construction of in society, the application and education of social model disability. Thank you.